Hi, and welcome to another episode of Wine and Wisdom. I'm Thomas Le Hoang, and you're listening to the TL podcast, where knowledge is shared and no one takes themselves too seriously.
Welcome back, mate. TL's back.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
You look fresh, mate. You look well. You look full of beans, full of energy.
Yeah, no, I'm actually very, very fresh. Actually, I'm going to be better like this today.
You're looking like one of them blokes we had lunch across from yesterday, mate. They were, I think
No,
I'm in the middle of the crime squad.
Let's do it.
Right, how we doing? Wine first? Straight into wine?
Yeah. Let's start with is it ladies first? Yeah.
Ladies first. All right. So today, I'm not sure if you guys have ever had this one. It's called Serafino, which is the 2020 Cab Sav. Serafino. I'm not sure if it's short for the guy's name, but in brackets it does say Steve. So he arrived in Italy, 1966. Teenager full of dreams. It's the vineyard's actually still run by his daughter Maria, but yeah, it's won a couple of gold medals and
where's it from?
Highly rates 5 stars. McLaren Vale.
It's got those Audi stickers on it.
I can assure you, it's not from Aldi. It came from Liquorland. This one. So.
I don't know if you're aware, Thomas, but while you're away, we found out that Louise, who for months and months and months has been claiming that you can't get a good wine in Port Macquarie, has a winery 500 metres from her house. So all the bullshit about losing and you just can't do it here and they don't sing good wines. There's a winery 500 metres from her house. So.
But the winery only sells their own wine. So how many? I mean, like I've got to jazz it up a bit,
Chris,
I got a 2014 to Bilk. Very nice drop, Shiraz. I believe 2014 was a very good year for glass, so it should be bottled well. But we'll find out what it tastes like, mate. It was on special at Dan's. Had some age to it. And
on special, didn't you have your first sale this week?
Last week, yeah. But I haven't got paid 6 weeks, mate. I've got to wait 6 weeks.
He thought, what commission did you do? You thought you'd celebrate with a $10 bottle.
It was a $20 bottle, down from 23.
And Pablo, what about you?
I've got the Emigre. This is the wine company in Barossa Valley. And what I really like about this company here, even though it's just a young one, the grape is actually hand-picked. None of those machines try to, damage the grape. And so it's been very, very special. Every single
slave
bottle
from $4 an hour backpackers, mate. That's
every single bottle is hand-picked.
Too busy robbing 357 visas, mate. Well done. Congratulations.
And again, it's the from the Barossa Valley, so South Australian wine.
Nice.
Should be very, very heavy.
No. I'm going to do Chris one better. This was two for $35 from Liquorland. Pepper Jack Chardonnay from the Adelaide Hills. It is a 2020. Every other wine literally on the shelf there we've had here before, and I was in a rush, so not a lot of effort went in. No good story behind it. We're just going to drink it for the sake of it.
Nice.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it.
Cheers, guys.
I think you need to fill your glass up, Luke.
You just anything that you can have a crack, you will.
Mate,
He will, yeah.
In listing appointments, I tell buyers I'm not a conscientious, but I'm bloody detail orientated when it means I can have a crack at you. I don't
That's too much. Is that
Cheers,
too much?
guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Good to have you back, Theo. Pablo.
Oh, that's good.
For $20.
Just quickly, I know we're going to cut the news much quicker, so I just thought we just got our little mate back from Belgium. our perception of the world over here, TL, as far as the news and the world news, how different is it over there in regards to the war and the other things going on? Like we try and talk about it from Australia, like we've got a clue, but obviously Belgium's a lot closer to the action. How are they feeling?
I don't think that they really publicly they don't care, but I know that privately they a bit worried, obviously. But I did not really engage into much of that with people.
Okay.
Whenever I had one-on-ones, that was a very different story. However, they've got more COVID going around. There's no problem for them. They have trams and metros warning with signs, with loudspeakers. You know, the wearing of masks is mandatory. Half of the people in the metro, in the tram, they don't give a shit. So I think that people are really tired over there of all that stuff. Plus, so on top of that, the war. I think they're more worried about their bills. So, for example, the electricity bills gone up by over 50%.
Yeah.
The gas, which is what they use to heat up, has gone up to 70%. So they worried more about that than anything else.
Now we pay attention over here to other countries' elections. Are they enthralled in the Aussie election going on at the moment, mate?
Yeah. They know, but now my leader is out of action with COVID, so I might have to replace Pauline at the poll.
You were the two I see. You're up, son.
No, actually, they don't care. They don't care. They wouldn't even know.
Give us your best Aussie accent.
He just did.
Yeah.
Fine.
On the Barbie.
So what's in the news? What's in the news for you guys?
Well, I don't know if you guys just seen it, but as of 17 minutes ago, it's telling me here breaking news: the voluntary assisted dying bills passed into New South Wales law. A topic we have spoken about a few months ago, and a pretty intense one at that. And I think we were, if I remember back, we were all sort of hoping that would be the case. So thank God for that, hey?
Yeah.
I don't think God had anything to do with it.
Pardon?
I don't think God had anything to do with it.
No, but you know, at the end of the day, I mean, thank.
That's a good thing. People's right to choose.
Whoever, those in the powers to be who have made a sensible decision, because it was much required. Like, yeah. Anyway.
Well, that's good. I think that's big news. Big news. Obviously, about 3 days from the election. That's another big piece. But apparently, or 6 million people already voted. I probably would say that these are the 6 million that were born to vote a certain way and would not change. I reckon the undecideds are actually waiting until Saturday. So they the smart ones who are going to make a difference.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I went and voted today because I've got to work on Saturday, and the place is packed. Everyone lying. Well, what's your reason for not voting on Saturday? I've got something on. I don't know. I don't put as much faith in the people that have voted early, mate, as much as they were just being lazy and wanted to get it done. And you raised it yesterday, and I actually had a bit of think about it overnight because I wasn't passed out like yourself. But it's pretty dangerous from a result standpoint to allow the voting so early in the campaign. Like, I know we're only 3 days out now, but you've been allowed to vote for a week or so, and things are changing rapidly. Like yesterday, all the talk was about Liberal catching up in the polls and all that, but it's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late in a lot of circumstances where all those people have already voted. So you're going to have people who fell for all the bullshit that was at the start of the campaign on both sides, and Albanese forgetting to count and vice versa, making their decision based on that. I don't think if you're trying to legitimise a result, which is very hard anyway because it is politics after all, very hard when people can put pen to paper sort of 3 weeks out, I think.
Yeah, in many ways, I'd be cool if Labour actually won, because unemployment's going to go back up. It's going to be easier to recruit.
I lowest employment rate since
That was funny
1974.
today, the lowest since 1974, just so happened to come out today. And
Yeah.
hey, listen, I tend to believe it because I cannot find a staff member for hiding all hair, and
No, a good one. I mean, a good one. We can't
yeah,
find
no
it.
one around me can in any industry. I can't. I've got family in construction, and I talked to a plumber yesterday who's been desperately trying to find labour. He can't find a labour. He can't.
You know what I'm finding? I'm getting resumes sent through. You give the applicants a call to have a chat. You leave a message. They don't even bloody call you back.
You know why, Chris? Because half the time on their dole form, it says they've got to apply for 5 jobs a week. I'm not even joking.
No, that's exactly it.
So many times I've rung them. You can hear they're just waking up. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. Hello, yeah, hi. You applied for one of our jobs. Oh yeah, did I? Which one? Goodbye. Like it's just literally tick a box, and I've done my duty to get my $700 a week dole check or whatever it is.
So
I
usually
agree with you.
they don't have cover letters. I don't usually ring them if they don't have cover letters, but most of them are having cover letters and well-presented resumes, and they're still not returning bloody phone calls.
There's only 3% of the population that don't have a job, apparently, mate. So it's all right. I'm with Thomas. I can't wait till Labor wins and they pay for half of everybody's home loan and give everyone a $50,000 a year pay rise, and then I can just go back to working for myself by myself, because that's what's going to happen. And staff are your biggest headache most of the time anyway, so we don't have to worry about it because none of us will be able to afford to keep them.
Because they're really for small business, aren't they?
Right? That's
Absolutely.
I wonder whether a small business like ours can actually go recruit, or people who are looking for a job, and when they go, I want a job. No, I don't want to recruit. I just have to call 5 people so I can get something.
I'm just trying to get that. I'm just trying to get the government assistance. We don't qualify for the small business assistant package unless we interview 5 people a day. Sorry, mate. Sorry, that's a good point. That's funny for you, TL. You've come back with a sense of humour. Well done. All right,
let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
They say that money isn't everything. True or false?
Well,
one word, Lou. One word. Money isn't everything. True or false?
you want a one-word answer. The one word is no.
No, it's true or false. Money isn't everything. True?
True.
Right. Chris?
True.
False.
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to go false then. Huh?
Why is it always you two
You
against
both
us?
said yesterday you knew which way we were going to go, so you're going to be well prepared.
I already had my answer anyway, mate. I didn't care where you went. It's clearly false. Look at what's going on in the world at the moment. Look what we're about to base an election on. Cost of living. Look what interest rate rises just did to everyone who thought they were buying a house. Look at Thomas. Everyone in Belgium's only worried about their gas going up 70%. They don't care that there's a war. There's a war on their border. Clearly, quite clearly, and without dispute, money is everything. Without it, you're screwed. End of story. I'll catch you next week. Thanks for your time.
Good having you, Cam. Just switch off here, mate. That'd be good.
Yeah, just switch off.
So Lou, why do you think that money is everything?
Isn't it?
Isn't everything? Sorry.
Because I think money is important, because without money we can't do the things that like beyond our basic needs. Like we need money for shelter, we need money for medicine, we need money to survive, we need money to expand and all of that. But
It's pretty everything, isn't it?
well, no, it's not.
Money to live. Oh, well, okay.
You do need money, but I think I've seen too many people go broke trying to look rich because they think money is everything. And I think that's the difference. I think some people have this idea that the more money you have, the more successful you have. But having money will make you rich, but having time and everything that money can't buy is what makes you wealthy. And I think that's the difference.
No, because you can't have time to be without money.
Exactly, you
Money
can't.
buys you time.
Well, it does, but money also buys you a treadmill. It doesn't make you fit.
No, but it's good for drying your clothes.
What?
That's reaching the straws now.
No, every time I go to a listing appointment, there's a treadmill in the corner. I go, oh, clothesline, because every treadmill I've ever had, there's been to dry clothes on, hang shirts off and dry them. So,
I had to think for a second, then I've just pictured my treadmill and it's got
you've done nothing to convince me at all, Lou. Chris, why is
I haven't finished, but sure, let's hear Chris's point of view.
opening arguments? So we don't need them to be an hour long.
You know, money is an extremely important commodity in life, and it gives you a lot of options / freedom.
Yep.
But I challenge any one of you two, because I know Lou's on my side already, to say that if push come to shove, you'd rather happiness over your money, and happiness doesn't cost you a thing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Your health,
Are you supposed to be
worth
happy?
way more. It's worth
Thank
way more than money.
How are
There
you
are
supposed
so
to be-
many things that are worth way more than money.
Yep.
Money's important. Don't get me wrong. Money is very, very important. But there are so many things more than it's just worth more, way more than
How are you
money.
supposed to be happy without money?
It's a choice, not a destination, mate.
Oh, okay, so you can't eat, you can't clothe yourself, you can't get shelter.
So why is it?
Are you happy?
So why is it you see a village?
Scott Matthews thing with what's great about this. You're
Why
living-
is it that you see a village of Amazonians in the middle of the Amazon rainforest, and they're all happy and smiling and running around with banana leaves?
And they don't
protecting their privates?
Their society.
Hang on.
Their society.
Hang on.
Their
So hang on,
society.
that society wasn't part of your equation, champ.
exactly.
Sorry, society
the
wasn't
question.
part of the equation. The equation is money everything? No, it's
not to the Amazonians. Sorry. All right.
All
you
right.
win.
What
You win.
about the poor fellas, the poor young kids that are in the slums of India?
Yep.
Sure, they would rather be wealthy. However, they're still happy, mate.
Yep.
Are
Exactly.
they? Are they?
They are.
They're running around smiling. They're
Are
sure
they?
life's hard.
Oh, they look so happy.
But is money going to like?
You know what
obviously-
I look for when I look for? I want a happy picture on my wall. You know what I look for? A photo of an Indian slum. Goose.
What?
Goose. Oh, Chris said they're all happy in the slums of India. So yes, I want some
Oh, sorry, are they
inspiration.
all walking around with their head down, sad? You go there, mate.
they're all
I've been to
robbing each
Africa,
other.
Hey, stop yelling over people. I've been to Africa, mate. I've seen how they live in the slums where there's no electricity or running hot water, and they've got to share a tap. One tap amongst 20 or 30 tents.
Did any poachers try and get you, you silverback?
Hey, listen, I might be the elephant, but you're the whale, right?
No,
Remember
the
that.
silverback. Silverback. Oh,
At the end of the day, there's a choice for them to be happy, my friend. I'm
It's
sorry.
being
I agree with you that money is extremely important, but
Mm-hmm. Being content with your lot, and I think that's the thing. I think what you're saying, Cam, is you're assuming everybody's got nothing, and I've seen
not.
that Chris is saying now people with basically nothing happier than people with millions of dollars in the bank. Look at
What I'm
Steve
saying
Jobs.
is you two sitting right there with no money would be nothing. That's what I'm saying.
I don't understand. I don't understand what you're trying
You
to
just
say.
said you're assuming everyone's got nothing. I don't
No, I
assume
said
everyone's
you're
got nothing.
assuming.
I assume people are moving in life and living in houses and cars and able to call someone on the phone or Zoom to Belgium when they haven't seen their parents in 3 years because of money. So you two with no money, I'm not suggesting you don't have money, but if you didn't, you would be then nothing. Because money is everything. Money is giving you everything you've got. Everything. Find me one thing that money
I
hasn't given you.
totally disagree. I totally disagree. Money has been the
strong
tool.
marriage and wonderful children.
Exactly. Money has been the tool that's got us all these
So
material.
Rita is going to marry you, mate, if you're homeless in a park under a tree, washing yourself with other people's urine. Is that what?
I wasn't far above that when we met, so.
Thomas,
Mate,
Thomas,
I've had
provide
this-
some common sense, please.
No, I think I'm listening. I think that they make some good points. So I think it's worth listening to. But one thing I know for sure, ask the elderly whether money is not everything. I can tell you now, they will tell you very, very simple. Maybe they can't buy pure happiness, but when you get old, money can get you anything you want around. And someone said to me, if you're going to grow old, make sure that you grow old rich, because being old, sick, needing help, and not having the money around, you're queuing, you're doing a lot of things that would make you feel like you're in the slums of India. Number two for me, I think you have to get to a level where you have a lot of money to be qualified to really answer that question.
That's true.
It's number three. So I give my three arguments and then I'd stop. I don't think that answering that question is really going to be the answer. You know, I hear people saying money is everything, and I hear people saying money is not everything. I think that the answer to that question could actually give us a view, a glimpse of their character, of their makeup. Because I have dealt with salespeople when I tell them money is not everything. They will still go home angry because they missed out on that commission. They will still go home arguing for months about that commission that should have been theirs. Have a look at salespeople. We're all in real estate. Commission is the thing, right? Salary just is what gives them enough to buy grocery. But have a look at the fight, the nonsense, the breakage of values of these people who say money is not everything. And yet they're the people who break values to get that money. They're the people who go out, lie, would normally not do these kind of things, but because of money had to change their behavior.
Yeah.
So I think that if they had money, they probably wouldn't have to break many of those values.
I thought
So
I got worried there.
money is everything.
Money
is everything.
I got worried there for a second, TL, because you're turning into Chris. I was going to have to remind you what you said at the start.
But on that note, Thomas, let's talk about a sales agent that, on that train of thought, you still get that same mindset when people have a lot of money. So it comes down to being a greedy person to start with.
I think so.
So it's not actually valuing the dollar. It's about, I want more than the other person.
Yeah.
So
greedy or respectful of money?
Well, I think if they're respectful of money, they'd be respectful of their peers and
no. Being respectful of money does not necessarily mean you need to be respectful of your peers.
No, I'm saying I would think that would go hand in hand. I'm not saying it necessarily. That's my opinion. But what I do think, if someone is greedy at the start of their career and commission, and they've always got commission breath, and it's what's in it for me. What do you call it? W2FM, whatever you say. That's going to be with it. Whatever it is, it's they're going to be like that with or without money.
Why would you?
It's an inherent trait.
Why would you do?
I'm sorry, you know people that do it that way.
Why would you do real estate if the money commissions weren't so high?
Because the money.
No, I'm asking because I know we pay. What's the base salary for a salesperson?
40 grand, 45 grand, something like that.
How hard do you have to work for that $45,000?
Hard.
Why would any sane-minded person do a job in real estate for that kind of money? Unless
for the emotional reward of helping someone find their home.
What a load of shit. Every time,
for the money, it's obvious, Cam. That's a loaded question.
The only reason
that's not the question. That's not the question. The question is what's
because in real estate, money is everything. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it. If there was no money in real estate,
though.
It is.
It's not.
No, it's not, mate. You're saying it's everything.
And what
real estate agents wouldn't exist if it wasn't for money. Thus, money is everything.
That's not true.
That's like saying lawyers or doctors wouldn't exist.
Go and work for free, Lou. Not true, my ass. Go and sell someone else for free.
Go and
prospect for 10 hours a day. Go and prospect for 10 hours a day. Go and get abused, get hung up on 149 times a day. Have a vendor try and screw you down for your, oh, you won't have a vendor screw you down for a fee because you're going to do it for free. Get told you're an asshole. Get told you're a charlatan. Get told you're a used car salesman. Do it for nothing then, Lou. If you love real estate so much, I bet you all the money in the world you won't do it. Because
no, that's wrong, Cam. I think that what you don't understand is people use, like, for example, real estate for me, why I do real estate is because I love helping people, and I know
fuck off, Lou. You do it for money.
True.
You do it for money. You do it for money.
Really, if I did it for money, why wouldn't I have quitted 100 times when times were tough, you idiot? Why wouldn't I have quitted? Why wouldn't I have quitted?
Did you just buy a new house?
I did, but it
What
took me
paid
about
for it?
15 years of hard work to get here.
Yeah, money.
I didn't. No, it wasn't the money. No, I do real estate because I like helping
I'm in
people.
real estate because I love
Real
helping
estate. Real estate is my vehicle to help
Help
more
people.
and
Go to a
my
slum in
family and
India.
my life.
Go
And
to
to
a
help
slum
more
in
people.
India and feed people for free. That's helping people. Selling a
And you know
house
what?
for
One
free
day
for
I
nothing.
probably will do
Money.
that. But you
Money.
know why? Because real estate's been my vehicle to be able to do that.
Because of money.
It's not. It's a way in which I can live my life content, knowing that what I do every day helps people. It makes
Well,
me
Macquarie stoked because they just found their first free real estate agent. She's not doing it for money.
Hey,
people.
Cam, I'm going to ask Cam, ask a simple question. Do you reckon Steve Jobs would trade all his money for life, for his life back?
Oh, he only come to that realization when he was on his deathbed, mate.
Yeah.
No, but would he?
Yes, he would.
Not
Yes, he
every
would.
dollar.
So money's not everything.
dollar. Not every
Money's not
dollar.
everything.
Not every
Money's not
dollar.
everything. None of us here wouldn't trade our lives for our children if we're
No,
able
he would. He would. He would. But you see, Steve Jobs can afford to because he lived all his life with the motto that money is everything. Because at the end of his life, he can trade with that.
But hang on. So are you telling me someone that's, let's say that was a possibility and someone with $100,
Now you got hold on. You're asking a loaded
someone wanted to
question.
trade $100 for that same equation.
You ask your loaded questions, so we need to counter that first. Now, what would you rather be, like Steve Jobs with a lot of money at the end of your life, or without money?
Oh, no. 100%. I'd rather have the money. But
So
that's
I
not
think-
the question.
that
The question is money everything? It's not. It's a lot of
But
things.
only the people who experience a high level of money, huge amount of money, can get to that stage where they have the freedom to make that right decision.
I guess
Go to a listing appointment with a pensioner who says you can't sell my house for too much money because I'm going to lose my pension.
so. In other
Tell
words,
me money is everything.
so what you're saying then, Cam? Money is everything. Are you actually saying that? What the hell is everything? Because I don't know. And no
I don't
amount,
think anything happens in
no
life without
amount of money, if you got told you had cancer today, no amount of money is going to save your goddamn life. So is that everything?
Did you actually say that? How do you get cancer treatment, mate?
You can do so much more, so many more treatment than if you didn't have any.
What if I can pay for the best?
What if it's incurable? What if it's incurable? Does money buy you loyalty? Does money buy you loyalty?
You won't find it's incurable.
You've got a lot of what if. If you had cancer today and you had no money, you have to go to the government and almost beg, queue up to get the medication. And the medication you get is probably something that the government gave a tick. But if you had plenty of money, you'd probably be able to refer to so many other options.
I realize that.
The answer to your question,
But
Lou,
what
the
about
answer
if
to
it's
your question,
incurable? What about if it's incurable?
Lou, the answer to your question is on GoFundMe. Go and have a look at how many GoFundMe pages are parents trying to raise money to treat their kids' leukemia or their kids' brain cancer. And we know that brain cancer doesn't have a very good success rate because they don't have the money to explore the options themselves. Horrible example, mate.
I'd rather money or health care.
But you're saying money is everything, and
It is everything.
It can help you.
Would you rather your health or money?
Yeah, there you go.
So I can when we're healthy.
Would you rather your family or money?
I wouldn't have my family if I didn't have a dollar to my name, mate. I wouldn't have my family. I promise.
You didn't have a dollar to your name, and you did have your family. What are you
no,
talking
I
about?
can pay my rent. I've never been on government assistance once, ever. Right?
And you don't have to answer that question. When the question is, we believe that money is everything, and that means that it's not a money or something else. So I would tell you this: I would rather have my family and a shitload of money.
But my family.
If you only could pick one.
nowhere in the question does it tell us that we have to pick one. That would be like you. That would be like you asking. That would be like me asking you the question between Seb and Bella. You have to pick one.
They've asked me, but I can't answer that in front of them. Like I can't answer.
So you. It's a wrong question.
But the question was posed.
The clothes on your back. The clothes on your back didn't come without money. The curls in your hair loop didn't come without money. I don't.
Cost nothing. I did it myself.
Always, yes. I've never heard of a girl spending all money on her hair. Yes, good. That's good. Chris is the only one here who doesn't spend money on a haircut. All right.
Money by.
You can answer me this question here. Why is it that most of us in the Western society, why is it most of us spend 99% of our days in pursuit of money, if money isn't everything?
Okay.
Why did the whole world just shit itself because of a 0.25% interest rate rise?
Because
the
whole world, obviously money is the currency. It's how we get through life. But the question of the podcast, Cam, before you cut me off, it's like what Chris has just been trying to say for 10 minutes but hasn't got a word in. The question is money everything. I think what we need to work out, what is everything? You know, because you're sitting there saying money is everything. And I totally disagree. Money is very important. But money, having a lot of money doesn't make you a good person. Not being a good person.
Where in the question does it say a lot of money?
Oh, for God's sake, you're a typical bloody, it's money in general.
No, you just said having a lot of money doesn't provide you. The question wasn't, can money buy happiness, right? That wasn't the question.
It wasn't even about happiness.
You keep going to,
is money everything?
You keep going to, well, being rich isn't everything. I'm not even talking about being rich. Yes, Thomas has mentioned it.
Well, why are you bringing
money?
up
Why is it? If money wasn't everything, why is there a dollar? If money wasn't everything, why is there government assistance for people who have no money? Why?
I'm not saying rich either. You're the one that's talking about how happy the people are.
Answer my question. If money isn't everything, why is there government assistance for people who have none?
You know what? If money was everything, homeless people still get fed and they still leave. So if we're talking about what is the most important thing, it'd be our natural requirement.
What pays for the homeless
shelter,
people getting
food,
fed?
oxygen. That's everything.
What pays for the homeless people getting fed?
Charity, I don't know.
Oh, well, it's obviously charity, or if they live off the land, you can live off the land in our society.
Money isn't everything, Cam, but yes, of course, we can't live without it. We're not imbeciles. We get that point. But the thing is, you're making out that people can't be happy without money. And that is complete bullshit.
We never said that.
Don't change the question.
We never said that.
Never said that.
But you can't make it so polarizing to say that money is everything. When you actually think about it, and I challenge you, if I said to you, mate, you got a choice. You can go to work to earn more money, or, and Thomas is going, another ultimatum, or you can have a good time with your mates.
I can't have a good time with my mates without money, bro.
I reckon you could.
Stupid example.
I reckon you could.
No. I'm telling you no.
Of course you can. You can't sit here and say that you can't sit down with a mate around a fire with a bloody beer in your hand.
I paid for the beer.
Okay, so no beer.
No
beer. You found the firewood on the ground and you lit it Aboriginal style. You're not going to have a good time?
Yeah. Are you?
Bloody oath.
Yeah, good. We're all sitting here in our houses. We're all sitting here warm. It's 5 degrees outside. We all got jumpers on. We're all sitting here warm. I've got air conditioning. We're all drinking a nice bottle of wine. And you're trying to tell me that money isn't everything. Have a look at yourselves.
We're not saying, Cam, again, we're not saying it's not important. But anyway, the other thing I ask you then is this. And you're going to go back to, it cost you something to purchase.
Yes.
Your best memories in life are not of earning money.
Yeah.
No, maybe. But with money, you can make those best memories in life even better.
Yeah, but without it doesn't diminish the memory to start with.
No. I'm not talking about diminishing.
Sorry, Thomas, you speak fondly about coming to Australia with what it was.
I'm not talking
$200 in your pocket, right? You speak fondly about it. You speak fondly about standing in the hamburger shop, not buying lunch, but smelling it and hoping that was going to
but
satisfy
that's
your
when I
appetite.
realized that money is very important. Money is everything.
We agree
Because
that.
if I had the money, I wouldn't
Money is
even be standing there for the burger. I'd probably
Money's
be
important.
at the Ritz-Carlton having the nicest Wagyu.
But it's also
whose best memory? Who's someone who was poor? So you said before, Chris, I used to not have $1 to my name, right? Not 100% accurate, but close enough. Do you reckon my best memories were before or after money got involved?
I reckon you've got good memories all the way through, before and after.
What? No, you said your best memories, right?
I'd say it again.
You reckon?
I
You reckon
believe
10 days in the Marina Bay Sands was free, brother? Do you reckon?
you know what?
I'm doing my
Okay.
last.
But choose.
I got married.
choose
I got
your
married in
three.
my backyard. It still cost $5,000, mate.
But okay, so I didn't get married in my backyard, and it cost a lot more than that. But it wasn't the reception that I remember. It was my wife walking down the aisle.
Yeah,
That's what I remember.
I agree. But if
You
you
can't even
take
get a
those kind of,
settlement
if you
for it.
took all of those things and you had more money thrown at it, I guarantee you the memory would have been even bigger.
I bought my wife. I spent my last.
mate.
I spent my last $1,000 on my wife's engagement ring at the time, right? And every year I go, I need to buy you a new engagement ring because you deserve better, right?
And what does Crystal say? Sorry, hang on. What does Crystal say?
I love you just the way you are until you see a 50-carat diamond in front of you.
But hang on, she didn't say
I
that.
know.
She goes,
Well,
I don't
who's not
need
in?
one.
Crystal was
Blue's
pissed.
nodding.
Crystal was
You guys are
Blue's nodding.
I
I think,
full
mate,
of it.
the fact that there's two things, right? The question isn't what's more important, oxygen or money. The fact is nothing in
Hang
life
on, it
happens.
is.
Nothing in life happens without oxygen or money. Right?
I
Nothing.
think the thing is,
Nothing.
okay, I have a point. I think
First time for everything.
I think whichever way you are, whether you're broke, rich, or whatever, whichever style you choose, pursue, desire, whatever, poor, wealthy, it costs you a price either way. I think the difference is the people that pursue money, it's really not, it's to fill the void of all the other human needs that they haven't been able to meet. Too many people value things but don't appreciate the price or whatever that is that they say. But I think where I'm going with it is, what is it costing you in the pursuit of money that you think is making you happy?
Someone who's broke.
What is it costing you in the pursuit of the money that you want in order that you think that you need to be happy and all the rest of it?
Someone who's broke, we had this conversation, was it on air or off air? I can't remember now, but someone who's broke, who doesn't pursue money, gets paid by the government and then sends 5 job applications off a week to make sure that they still get the money off the government because they don't have to work for it. That's someone who doesn't pursue money. And you know what happens? They still get money.
That they still pursue money at the end of the day.
Politicians lose their job overnight. Oh, the doles are disgrace. How could you only pay people who don't want to work $45 a day and all this shit? You know why? Because money is everything. They can't live without it.
Okay. So let me finish my point then. I think either way you go, whichever lifestyle you're living, it comes at a cost and there's a price to pay. If you pursue money for the wrong reasons because you think money is everything, it's going to cost you more, and things that money can't buy, such as time with your family, your health, your freaking mental capacity, and everything else.
You're a richest, mate. All you're doing is you're railing against people who search for money at all costs, which is this much of the population. We're not talking about that, right?
But the whole podcast is
pigeonholing rich.
No, Lou, you're making us an assumption that the people who say that money is everything are greedy people, are people who consume their life with the pursuit of it. That's not true. I've seen poor people. I've seen people who claim that money isn't everything, who actually consume their entire life at the expense of their family and kids and anybody else. So it's not equal. You can't equal people like Cam and I saying that money is everything, that we will consume all our life, that we're greedy.
No,
All
no,
I
no.
want, I
I'm not
want to
saying
give
that
my
you guys
kids.
are greedy. I'm saying people that pursue money for the wrong
Yeah,
reason.
but that's not the question. To us, who people who don't pursue money for the wrong reason.
I think
You asked
people,
me before about the school
I
I was
think
trying to get
people
my
that
son into.
money-
No, you said it. You asked me before about the school I was trying to get my son into. It cost $36,000 a year to give my son a better education. Do we
Yep.
think education might be the cornerstone of a good life? Is
absolutely.
money everything? Right? Thomas is saying no, but life education, right? So
I don't think you're quite understanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying that
make
people
a clear
think
point
money
then.
is
Stop
everything.
saying everyone's chasing money for the wrong reason instead of people want money
I'm
to
saying
feed
people
themselves.
that pursue money for the wrong reasons because they think it'll make them happy and they think it is everything. I'm not saying you guys pursue money for the wrong reason. I'm saying
But
that
I think money's everything.
Yeah, okay, but I didn't say that you're pursuing it for the wrong reason. I just disagree with the saying money is everything is probably what I'm trying to get at the end of the day. I think people pursue money for the wrong reasons because they think it makes them happy and they think they're going to, meet the needs of making them make them friends think that they're better than they are or whatever it is. I think
Just as many mothers think money's everything so they can get their kids through school and keep them clothed and keep them fed. And if that's not everything, then what is, right? You keep saying, and not just you, Lou, the other goose beside you, well, would you choose your family over money? All we do, I don't know about you guys, but all I do is go to work every bloody day to bring in as much money as I can to make my kids and my wife as comfortable as possible. Is that not everything? Is that not everything? I tell people all I want to do is be able to buy each of my kids a house and then sail off into the sunset, right? Where there's no water in Carrying. I won't sail far. I'll probably run into a tree. But is that not everything? Getting comfortable enough that your family can live a good life without having to struggle like people before us had struggled. Do you think the people who come through the Depression in the 1920s didn't think that money was everything? Do you not think just for 1 second if they could have a glimpse at making some money and breaking out of the Depression they would have? Honestly, oh no, we're happy to stay poor. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to us. We're so tight-knit now as a family that we share the same loaf of bread for dinner every night. Are you kidding me? Obviously.
No, Ken,
Guys,
you're putting your values on everyone else now,
No,
mate.
I'm not.
Because yes, you are. Let me speak, mate. Yes, you are. Because there's no question. We don't question that money is a necessity. And absolutely, we're in a society that money is a necessity.
So it must be everything because without it, you're dead.
Let me finish. We live in a society that you have to earn or get benefits to live. However, there's people out there that are happy with their allotment in life, mate. Yep. They don't strive. I've got a very good friend
getting
of mine.
Money.
Let me finish talking.
There's no one there not getting money.
Okay, mate, let me finish talking. You love interrupting. Just shut up for a minute.
Makes sense then.
If you let me finish, I'll try to. So I've got a good friend of mine who's extremely well educated. She could be earning hundreds of thousands of dollars doing what she does, what she could do. But she chooses to be a stay-at-home mum, and her husband is an average wage earner. And they are some of the happiest people on earth. Now,
so they got money in the house.
Let me finish. They have to earn money to live.
That's making it everything.
It's not.
Life's not everything.
Everything to them, mate. You know what everything is?
Everything.
Their faith. Their faith is everything to them. Their family is everything to them.
Chris, you just said they have to make money to live.
But that is the story.
Let him finish.
I'm sorry, dude, but that's the society. You can't encapsulate everyone's requirement, their need, their basic need for money. That is the most important thing to them. I'm sorry, you can't encapsulate that.
They need the money to live.
Mate.
Your words. Your words.
We are, listen, we're going around the same kind of arguments. Ken, you need to change arguments now. But so let's get back onto what Chris is saying. The good Christians, right? Their faith is important to them, right? Helping others is going to be very important, right? More money will help them help more people, no?
Yeah.
They put into the collection tray every time they're at church and the collection tray goes around?
You can revert it back to money or you can revert it to giving because giving doesn't have to be money. Giving can be time.
Oh, you can
Giving
put
can
it
be
in.
love.
You can put it in
Giving
a
can be
tuner and a
love.
collection
Sorry,
tray.
again, you want to, but you're reverting it back to money all the time. But that's
What's
cool,
the
man.
question?
But it's simple. I'm answering it.
But
Giving doesn't need to be money though.
Oh, so you can put it in a tuner and the collection tray at church. They'll be happy with that.
No, but in the food drive. Oh, you know what? The Wisebury Foundation is just about to do a clothing drive for the needy of Sydney, right? We're not doing a fundraiser. We're doing a clothing drive, which I think is fantastic, right? For the Winter Foundation.
Did those clothes cost some
Now,
money?
that's costing us money to do for people who don't have it. I understand that.
It's
But
not-
who gains more? Us by giving or them by receiving? Who gains more?
All I know is that if there was never money
Yeah, but
involved,
just
there'd
ask
be
you a
no
question,
clothes.
dude. Don't change it.
No, Chris.
Who gives more?
Chris,
You
if there
by
was no
giving or them
money,
by receiving?
if there was no money, there'd be no clothes.
Yeah, but let's say you got given a jumper that doesn't fit you anymore. You probably got lots of those. Would you give it away, right?
Yes, but I'd paid for the jumper.
would you
there
feel
would be
better,
no
though?
jumper.
No, but I just said, if you got given a jumper that doesn't fit you anymore and you gave it to someone else, yes, it says a cost factor there to start with, mate. But still, there is so many more things more important than the dollar.
Are you
I'm
saying
not
to
saying
get
it's
anything-
not important, dude.
So
I'm
you-
not
so
saying
you're
it's not-
saying to get anything
But Chris-
started, money's involved.
Chris, so with what we're doing, we are helping whoever we can, correct?
Absolutely, the less fortunate.
With more money, would be able to help
A lot more people.
a lot more people, yeah?
A
Australia.
lot more people.
Yeah.
No question.
If we even had more money, we'd be able to help more people around the world. wouldn't
Even
we?
more people.
With the
Absolutely.
same thing. So money is everything in our endeavor to help others.
I ask you this, if we had the same money but more people,
Yeah. But the thing is, I think we
would we be
can,
able to help more people if we had more people and the same money?
money. I think
But in order to help, it's the
Come
money.
on, man. As a simple question, I answered your question.
You're just hiding that money behind more people. More people means more money, more
But
resource.
no.
Money is everything, mate. With money, you can cure cancer. With unlimited money, you can actually get rid of any disease if you wanted to. Mate, it's all about money. And this is the thing. We take money and then we go for happiness. This is what I think the lefties do, the woke people. We're talking about a very simple thing. Is money everything? Is money not everything? We're not talking about is money gonna get you happiness? That is absolutely no. But if money is going to get you happiness, let's imagine money is not gonna get you happiness. Well, then more money might give you some chance. Now, the other side, let's say that money gives you more happiness, then even more money is gonna get you even more happiness. So in both examples, money means everything.
Chris, you're Catholic. Chris, you're a Catholic.
I am, mate, yes.
I'm not. Can you?
No, all good, mate.
You brought faith into it, so I'm going to.
Yeah, all good, mate.
How much money does the Catholic Church have? Do you reckon?
Way too much. And that's another conversation that you probably
No.
Way too much. Way too much.
All right, so let's.
Way too much. A lot of people don't know this. Hang on, I'll tell you how much they have. The Catholic Church owns the Italian airline Alitalia, and they're the biggest landowner in Europe.
All right, so let's right this second take every single dollar off the Catholic Church. Where are we sitting?
Yep. My faith doesn't change. Actually, if they gave it all away, it'd probably increase.
Doesn't it? How do you reckon the heads?
Because religion, look, that's another conversation, but religion's gone away from religion.
I'm talking about religion.
Okay,
I'm talking about
it was a faith. It is religion. Religion's gone away from where it is and it's become a business, right? And that's the unfortunate thing about all religions. Doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, all religions, right? So I agree with you on that one. I think all religions are in there to fill their coffers.
And do you reckon but you haven't answered my question. What happens if you take all the money off the Catholic Church right now?
The faith doesn't stop, mate. Priests will be in a
stop
park.
preaching? Do you reckon they stop?
Do
you reckon they stop? Do you reckon the only reason there is faith is because people travel the world and preaching it, right? Do you think, much like my comment to Lou before about real estate, do you think if there was no money in religion, religion would still exist?
Yes, I do.
I think you're highly wrong, mate, because
why?
all of them, Scientology, Hillsong, the Muslim church, how much do you reckon those mosques cost to build?
Oh,
take the money out of
no
religion
question.
and take the money out of religion and tell me there's still religion. Horseshit.
But look, I've been fortunate that, you know, and for me, religion's a funny thing, right? Because I believe, but I don't believe in the Catholic Church the way it's run, right? So that's something completely different. It's a conversation for another time. However, I've met people whose faith is such that if you took all the money out of it, they would still be there devoting their lives to God and preaching and sharing and caring and giving back and all that sort of thing. Where money, yes, it's a necessity for them to meet their daily requirements, but it's not everything to them.
I reckon what would happen, Chris, is the Pope would leave. I've been sitting here for 5 minutes trying to remember the name of the bloody place in Rome where they all go. What's it called?
Vatican City.
The Vatican City would be dismantled, and slowly but surely, because there's no money involved anymore, all the people that help people hold their faith would disappear, and then environment will overcome will, like we've spoken about before, and all of a sudden, without any money, there is no religion. Now, terrorists, apparently, when they go to hell, they get 40 virgins. That might keep a religion going. I don't know, but
look, I ask you guys this. If you think about your top 5 values, are any one of them money?
Need money to support all of them.
I think that
Is any one of them money?
No, but
Because I can guarantee you, all of those would be achievable without money if you're in the right society.
Yeah, and I think
What, the Amazon?
I think what
Outback Australia, and you had a farm and you're growing off the land, mate. And the land was given to you by the government free, said, here, this is your farm. You go for it. There's fresh water.
Ring a farmer. Let's get a farmer on right now and ask him if money's everything.
No, I think
they're all going broke, killing themselves because the price of their crops has gone down to 2 cents a fucking metre or whatever they've gone down to.
Cam, it was your topic.
You guys are out of your depth.
It was your topic this week, and your topic was, is money everything? And I think
True or
what's
false?
happened, huh? True or false? Yeah, true or false, exactly. And I think what's happened here is Chris and I have done the more sort of deeper approach and said, well, no, straight off the bat, money is not everything. I don't necessarily disagree with a lot of what you're saying, because without money, the world would stop. Yes, that's a given. That's a given,
everything?
but it doesn't make it everything. And I think
Okay.
you can sit here and argue your point, and we can sit here and argue our point. Money will buy you food, shelter, clothing, and everything you need to survive. It won't buy you morals. It won't buy you values. It won't buy you health. It won't buy you loyalty. It won't buy you love. It won't buy you
I can
appreciation.
buy your love in about half an hour.
Depending.
As Thomas has already
No, but
mentioned, mentioned, all those will go out the window when money's in. We talk about real estate. He's already said all your ethics and morals, not all of us, but real estate agents, ethics and morals will quickly go out the window when they see a commission check. Can't buy your values, but it sure can help you keep them, money.
No. You can't buy your values. You can't buy your behavior with money. Okay. But do you think that you can buy it without money?
No, you can't, because you are who you are.
So that's right. So it has nothing to do with those things that you're asking. Has nothing to do with whether money is there or not. It is the person. This is what I said at the beginning. The answer tells us about the character of the person, not about the money.
Yeah.
Mother Teresa, Lou, went.
You live in a very nice house, Lou.
Not really.
Why have you guys gone out there and bought Macquarie Safari Zoo? Right? And is that coming just free? And did you just sit there and say, we've got love? Did you tell Steve, darling, we've got love, we've got our little bedroom, we've got our little land and all these things? But no, instead, let's make more money, because I want my little kingdom. I want Port Macquarie Safari Zoo just to myself. When we're home, then we can just look as far as we can and see no one, because that reminds me of the Garden of Eden, and only money could do that for you.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but what I guess it's my interpretation, and it may, I don't know, Chris, I'm not going to speak for both of us. My interpretation of this topic is money everything, because I guarantee you walk out there now to a room of 10 million people and you ask the question, is money everything? 9,999,000, their first answer will be no.
And you know what happened, mate? I drop a suitcase full of $1 million on the stage and watch them all kill each other to get it.
No, not necessarily.
Yes, necessarily. I just watch people fight over toilet paper, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yes, necessarily. Yes.
Fair
Because
enough.
not only is toilet paper everything, but money is everything. Mother Teresa went and did. Mother Teresa lived in the world. Mother Teresa lived in the world that you two seem to fucking think is holier than now. She was a cranky bitch, right? Apparently, she was an asshole to hang around Mother Teresa. She wasn't a nice person. No. But hey, there's enough stories. She did great things for a lot of people. She wasn't happy about it.
How do you know though, Ken?
We can't talk like that about people who have done a lot of good about them.
She's done a great thing. No, she's done great.
No. Whether we have money or not, there's a lot of people with money who are as bad, just as much as there's people who have no money. That's not the point. The point we're talking about is money is everything, or is it not everything? And I can tell you now, if you are very happy with Steve, the way you are, I can enhance your happiness with more money. Money is everything. If you are unhappy with Steve, with money, I can actually have a chance of making you happier. But without money, it's probably like doom. So money is everything, even when it's about love, because I knew you guys were going to come up. Money can't buy love. No, money can even buy love. Money can even make the experience of love even better.
You know, in that train of thought, Thomas, I sort of agree with you, but I would say to this, it increases, hang on, before you celebrate, big man, just give me a second. It increases your options of those times when you are together, because you won't be at work so much. So you won't be apart so much. So you won't be working to make more money. I agree with you in the fact that if you had more, there are a chance of more times of being happy or enjoying your time together. But at the end of the day, you want that happiness. He's doing the sprinkler, you idiot. I'm sorry.
Time is more important than money, but money buys time. Oh, hang on.
Guys, I'm mates with you because you're good guys, right? Not because you've got coin. Because actually, Cam, you had none when I met you. Right, so it's not because you're loaded or whatever. It's because
the only reason you met me is because I got a job in real estate chasing money so I could feed my family, mate.
Okay, but that's why we met. That doesn't mean why I
was the only one here who would do real estate for free. I guarantee it. I guarantee.
I'm never said that I would do real estate for free. You
what?
You're putting
exactly what you said.
No, I didn't say.
No, you just want to help people. It's not about the money. I just want to help people. I just love seeing.
I said it's not about the money. If it was about the money, and I made a very valid point, but you refused to listen to me. If real estate was about the money, and I'm sure you've all probably been there, Thomas. You yourself tell everybody you came to Australia with $40 in your pocket.
Doing real estate.
There's been some tough times in my career of real estate. If I was in real estate for the money, I would have quit 10,000 times, because 10,000 times there was no money. So you can't say that I do real estate for money, Cam.
Why did you keep going?
Newsflash.
But you did it to help.
I did it to help, and I did it because
if you had plenty of money, you probably would not be feeling the struggle back in those days, and the focus on helping people would still be there. You're even stronger, correct?
That is true, Thomas.
So money is everything.
Why didn't you go?
I knew where you were going with that.
Me too. I could see how he was. I could see how he was weaving it around.
That's why I said.
You stayed because you knew if it got right.
Listen, here's another thing. We go to sellers who decide to pick an agent based on, he's not going to charge me, or we're not even charging you marketing, or he's going to charge less. And because they don't understand or value money, they make wrong decisions. How can you pick, so for example, how can you pick a surgeon who's operating on your son, right? Because he's cheaper, because he's less. Wouldn't you want the best? Wouldn't you want to just have a look, whatever he costs? If he happens to cost less than the mediocre guy, who cares? We'll go that way. But seriously, money is everything. Money allows you to have the best doctor for your kid whenever you need it. Money allows you to, when in those days you were thinking about quitting, money would have fixed every other issues, little issues around you, so that you could have made your life easier. You would have had the right nanny for your kids. You would have had the nanny that would just bring your kids to work to be with you, so you could actually even help more people. Money means everything.
We have real estate's a really high turnover industry, right? Let's bring it back to what we do. We go through staff, all of us, at a rate of knots, right? And you could guarantee, in my short time doing it, that 90% of the people that have quit, not been sacked, but quit, wouldn't have done so if they'd got a check the month before. Guarantee. And you know why they quit? Because running around and door knocking 10 kilometres a day and getting told no 300 times is not how you live your life for $45,000 a year. But for $145,000 a year, absolutely. For $245,000 a year, bring it on. I'll knock on as many doors as you like. People have quit. I had a kid quit on me once 2 weeks before I had to pay him a $30,000 contract because his mum decided he wasn't happy anymore. If I had the $30,000 contract in his hand 2 weeks earlier, do you think his mum would have said you're not happy anymore? Money.
Can I ask Cam, when you're employing someone, are you employing them because of what you're going to pay them, or are you going to employ them because what they can do for you?
We talk about the election, right? No, we joke.
Hang on,
I'm answering your question.
He's asking question.
Chris, I'm answering your question. We just joked about we want Labor to win because then we'll have no staff left because everyone deserves a pay rise. Absolutely. Absolutely. You look at your costs and what effect it's going to have to be on BEP when you hire staff. One of the reasons we don't want Labor to get in is because all they're spruiking is pay rises for all your staff.
Well, you're talking about for yourself, man. Now we're talking politics. I would say this, Chris, if right now property managers are being lured by money, they're getting paid an extra $20,000, $30,000 by competition because they're valuable. Many of these people actually break their values. Many of these people were the same people who said to the leader a few weeks prior, "You're like family. I can't believe how much you've helped me when I needed you." And for the sake of just that $25,000, rather than discuss with the employer and have a look at, right, how do we do this? Because this is the dichotomy I'm in. I love you, but I also have my life to get on, just as much as you also look after your family, right? No. How many of these people actually do break their values and just move on? Money is everything. If money was not everything, seriously, wouldn't those values of family and respect and loyalty and all these things would have gone those kind of employees to sit down with their employees and talk about it?
So those people who leave, if there was 2 or 3, 4 of them that left, wouldn't the best ones of those get paid more?
But they all left
because would be the higher performers.
Is he talking about that money is everything now? So
money
that,
yeah, we're talking about money. We're talking about money. So if there was 10 people that left, and whether they were in property management or sales, wouldn't the better ones, the higher performing ones of those be paid more? They'd be paid more, right?
No, not necessarily.
Generally, yes, they would. But
because
skill is worth.
Business can't do it. Quite often, the business can't do it. So you amortize it. You have $10, and you have to spend it on five people to leave. You have to find 2 people because you can't get the same rent roll now divided into 3. You have to recruit another 2. So if you now giving the money, the $4 to the other 3, I mean, how are you going to get the other 2? And I mean, this is not possible. More money. If those kind of businesses were having more money, they wouldn't have their staff having to struggle with their values, would they?
Yeah, but you know what? Doesn't more money lead to what's that they say? I don't want to miss
life. Yeah.
No.
Money's the root of all evil.
Exactly.
It's not the saying. It's actually the obsession over money is the root of all evil.
Money itself is neither good or bad. It's the the
obsession over
more you get and the more you want, because the more you get, the more you think you can do. And
We're going off the argument again, though, because that's.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
know we are. I know we are. But I don't know how to articulate it in the way I want to. But what I'm trying to say is, listen to what Thomas just said about that property manager. Yes, okay. We all want to earn more money. There's no question. We all want to provide a good life for our family. We all want good health, and we all want to drive a nice car and wear a nice suit and have hair done and all that shit. We all want that, but that is not everything. And that's where I may have misinterpreted Cam's.
So Lou, you're a leader, you're an owner, so you're in a different situation. But someone offers one of your staff an extra $30,000 a year. You expect them to stay out of loyalty?
No, I don't. But what?
Why? Because money, would that $30,000 would improve their life?
No, because unfortunately people get misled by the grass is greener and we can and we will and whatever else.
$30,000 is $30,000.
I know. But money is not everything to everybody.
No, but you know what, Lou? Those people who said a few weeks prior, you're like a brother to me. Money was not everything to them.
You're a brother to me as long as the price is right, brother.
So are you more likely to be corrupt when you don't have respect for money? And I think that if you respect money, that money can get you everything.
If someone was going to leave for $30,000, would you pay them more to keep them?
Depends whether I could afford it or not. It depends on their performance.
Absolutely.
Let's say they're the top performer in the office. Let's say it's 50 grand.
Depends whether I could afford it or not.
Let's say you could afford it. Let's say you could afford it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You should.
So it's performance
and
is more important.
And you should have paid them before they even.
You shouldn't have to ask. Thomas and I got
hang on. So
let me finish. A free advertising. Thomas and I have got a job out
skill and performance that's more important then. It's skill and performance that's more important.
No, but to that person, the money is everything. And to
a leader
who doesn't know, listen, Chris.
You're not listening to me. I never finished my statement, mate.
Chris, to an owner who doesn't want to pay their staff, they're not paying.
Right, that's his argument.
Their staff because to them money is everything. The staff members leaving because money is everything.
Really?
And the boss isn't paying
everything. If money is everything.
Money is everything.
Okay, if money is everything, why is it sometimes that we have some vendors, and I've had it, and I know you've all had it yourself. We've had vendors when they say, yeah, I'll sell for that. That's a good price. The next day, someone walks in and offers 50 grand more, and they say, out of principle, I agreed to that, and I'm going to stand by that. Is money everything?
Depends on their situation.
No, it doesn't. Money, well, in some respect, yes, Cam, you are right. Money to everybody is not everything. And I think that's
getting a divorce and they're only going to get 50%, I guarantee
you
it.
can't live without money. We all know that money, the more you have, the more you're going to live. But it's not everything.
Not everything.
Because I would rather have my health, my family, my kids, and be happy with nothing than have everything and not see my kids and be riddled with cancer and on my deathbed with 10 million.
But you're saying nothing. You're saying nothing like you'll still have a bit of money coming in, mate. Without money, you don't have anything.
Your thinking has got a bit of an error there. So you said you would rather have no money and have health and family and love in your life, yes?
Yeah.
Would you like to have money to in those three at the same time?
Of course, but
okay. Now, all right, stop. I'm just asking a question. Now you don't have health, you don't have family who loves you, and you have zero love. With money or with no money, what would you want?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
With money, yes.
Money is everything. I'm sorry, money is everything. This is
on that note, it's not though.
I still disagree.
Right.
So let's took everything else away. You only gave us one option.
No. I gave her two options. Right. The first one here, simple. You have love, you have health, and you have family. Yes.
Yes.
You've got three things. You've got
you got those three things. Yes.
Yes.
And
with no money.
So would you want to have it the way you are right now, or would you want to have those three with more money?
Don't ask her the way she is right now. She just bought half a Port McCoy.
Mate, I'm asking you.
No. what I would want is those three things. But if that's all I had, I would be happy. And that
No, I didn't say if that's all. We're talking about everything. So we need to have everything. Yeah. So what would you rather have? With whatever you have now, or with way more money?
I'm just happy with what I've got.
Okay, so
If
it's cool. Now let's talk now. My second example. You have no health, so you're sick. You're in need of help, medical treatment, all these things. You have no family, so you need at least a phone in order to log on to Tinder and try and search for family. And so you have no love. So you need like quite a bit of money to buy romance, right? So what would you have none of those three? What would you rather have, with money or without money?
Well, money, if I'm that sick, money's not going to save me anyway. So what's the point of having money?
That's defeatist. No, I don't think that you want to answer the question anyway. So that's a question you need to ask. Anyway, let's get to closing time. Who wants to start? I'll start so that one of you two or one of you three can have the last say. I think that the most important thing is that people need to value money. And the only way that you can value and answer this question is probably let people who have a lot of money, because I think that when you have a lot of money and where you can buy everything, those few people have now got the freedom to tell you the truth about money, right? And some of us, we coming up with these kind of things, and we've never experienced money to the level where there's so much that we can have everything. Maybe our opinion to say that it's not everything is wrong.
Lou, I'm not letting you finish, Lou.
Okay. I think, unfortunately, whether we like it or not, money and happiness somehow is intertwined. And unfortunately, it is just that way. But I don't think the pursuit of money for happiness is wrong, in my opinion. I think too many people spend too much time buying things to feel happy, and it shouldn't be that way. I think you should just be happy with what you got, whether that is nothing or whether that is a lot. So I think, money to me is not everything. From my experience growing up, money wasn't really there. So in fact, my thoughts on money is actually, money scares me. Money is not a good thing. But I understand the power that money has and where it can go with money. So I think it's good to pursue money, but I think it's to not lose sight of the things that money can't buy in the process.
Chris.
But hold on. So why would you pursue something that scares you?
Because I realize that money isn't everything, but you can't live without it. That's a good Silverchair song too, by the way.
You just ruined my clothes, Lou, so thank you.
Oh.
Okay, come on.
Chris.
No, it can't be Chris. Chris gonna have to close. No, Cam, you'll go now because Chris gonna have to close.
Well, when Daniel Johns was 14, and Daniel Johns is the lead singer of Silverchair.
This is old news, Cam. Sorry, buddy.
He had a lyric in a song that said, "You say that money isn't everything, but I'd like to see you live without it. You think you can keep on going, living like a queen.
King.
Ooh, babe, but I strongly doubt it." And at 14, that kid had the whole world sorted out. You don't have money, you don't have life. Good night.
Yeah. It'd be better if you could sing, but it's good. I'm gonna leave you with this. Apart from, society pushes us to believe money's the successful and so forth. I'm going to say this.
Someone mentioned success.
Just shut up, Cam. I didn't interrupt you, even though you threw your shit singing. Right? Don't educate our children to strive for more money. Educate our kids to be to be happy with what they've got, and then they let them to see the true value in life.
Be happy with your crackers with tuna on them instead of your ribeye steak. Good son.
Oh, well, listen, I said that I was going to allow Chris to close, but I lied. Okay. To those people who had the guts to put their name on the thingy, can you just quickly vote? Is money everything for you? Quickly vote so that we can see it by ourselves.
Please.
Do you have any good responses, Thomas? Because
So just say, so the question is money
Everything.
Everything.
Is it everything? True, false? Just write true or false.
Please, yes.
The problem with the question is the same as saying what's your highest value or why are you doing this. Everyone says family because that's what people want to hear and that's what makes you feel good, but you won't admit that you're doing it for yourself or you're doing it for money or you're doing it for whatever. Most of the population, you're right, Lou, if you ask them that question, what's the most important, will say, oh, money's not everything, right? Until you drop $1 million check on the stage and they all shoot themselves for it. It's nothing to be ashamed of to understand that nothing happens in life without money. It's not something that people should look down on you for. It's not something you should be judged for, because no one wants nothing and everyone would take the money on offer. Why do people buy lotto tickets? Why do the poorest people in the country are the ones that always buy lotto tickets? Because to them, money is everything.
No, I don't think it's because money's everything. I think it's because it's an opportunity or a chance to live.
To get money, because to them it's everything.
No.
So that money will help them drive to sort of their passion, all their values. If they value the family and they've got that money, then they get spent more time with their family and so forth.
I only get $500 a fortnight off the government, but I'm going to spend 50 of it buying lotto.
Why do you always take it back to that, Cam? Why do you always take it back to that?
$36 million. Love you all. Goodbye.
Guys.
Was there any votes?
No, I think that people
They're going to buy lotto tickets.
scared of being cancelled. Scared of being cancelled. All right, talk to you soon. See you guys. Bye.
Yes.